Both dogs are down here today, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I know, but that time's over. She's gonna yell at me because her ball's on the other side of the bench. Alright, so we are focusing on core and mobility today. We're definitely gonna have some shoulder work in there, some balance work in there as well. It's going to be pretty much a flow workout. We'll have some pauses in between just for that sort of transition, but nothing prolonged. So make sure you just have water nearby. So in case you want it, you can grab that easily. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Into the butt kicks. 1 right into the next. So obviously no weights needed, no equipment, just a mat today. Right now, just getting the heels up. Seeing if you can just get the blood moving a little bit faster. Warm up the muscles a bit. Make sure you're keeping the upper body nice and loose right now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Calm things down. We're going to go right into a wide stance. So instead of kicks, because we're getting into a whole bunch of mobility, wide stance and starting with those overhead reaches. Breathing into it. Exhaling on the reach. And already starting to focus on engaging the core and keeping your form nice and tight. So keeping the tailbone tucked. And just figuring out how your body's moving this morning, how you're feeling, if there's any tightness that you'll need to just be aware of as we move through the workout. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Square off the hips, take that reach into a windmill. So down the right side of the leg, pull the left hand directly up towards the ceiling, and then down to the left and up towards the ceiling. So we're definitely going to get our stretch on today. But that being said, there's a ton of core work built into this workout and movement. So we'll have to pay attention the whole time, not just stretching our way through. Let's do 1 more each side. And then once you have stood up again and squared the hips, you're going to take that forward into toe touches, taking it nice and easy at first. Giving your body a little bit of time to wake up and allow the stretch to happen. And once you feel your hamstrings loosen a little bit, you can slow that stretch down so that you're really pulling your chest down into the stretch. Nice and gentle, but definitely getting that pull in there. 3, 2, last reach, and stand up nice and tall, keeping that wide stance. Take a deep breath in, raise your arms up to the ceiling, finding some length, push the butt back behind you and reach for the floor, and then gently moving into that hip shift. Keeping the feet flat on the ground and getting those knees over the toes and that gentle shift left to right. Keep it subtle for now. Go ahead and push your hips back a little bit. And then bring them forward again so they're in between your feet. Slow things down here. We're going to get nice and deep into this stretch. So you're going to slow it way down so that you can walk all the way over to that right side into that full deep side lunge. And And then you're going to push up through the center and over to the left side. Back and forth. You'll feel the push through the quad and the stretch up and down the inside of the legs. Last one. And then go ahead and straighten both legs. You're going to walk your heels and toes in just once each. You just want to get a little bit closer to the center. And then you're going to drop your butt down and lift your chest up into that Frogger squat, that really deep Frogger squat. Straighten the legs so the butt is up towards the ceiling, but the hands are still on the mat. And Frogger again. Moving between this touchdown and this deep squat. Nice and gentle with the body. Still waking those muscles up, so we're still in movement mode. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to straighten the legs out and walk the toes and heels all the way to the center. And then go ahead and roll those shoulders up towards the ceiling. All right, so grab some water. Make sure you have your mat set out on the floor. We're going to start on the mat. We're spending the whole, I think we're spending most of, not the whole workout, but a lot of the workout is going to be on the mat. So make sure that your mat is set up, that your dog is only taking up 3/4 of it. We're going to start down on all fours with cat-cow. So continuing with this mobility piece of the puzzle. Let's see if we can get this to actually, this should yell at us. All right, so on all fours, shoulders stacked over the wrists. We're going to move into cat-cow here, but I want you to pay a lot of attention to the joints that are doing the work. So specifically right now, the hips tucking under, and then pulling the hips forward. Engaging the glutes as you tuck the hips under and draw your spine up to the ceiling, and then straighten everything back out. Breathing as you go. Using the mobility drills as time to really take some deep breaths in, some energizing breaths in, and some tension relieving breaths out, knowing that you're going to come up on some holds pretty quickly. 3, 2, final reps. And straighten things out. We're going to move into bird dog, just the right side and left leg. So this is going to be a full reach away from the body, and then a full tuck to the center. Reach and tuck. These are longer work intervals, so our goal here is to use endurance and slow movement, so time under tension, to really engage the muscles and build that burn. So despite the fact that we're going to be moving slowly and purposely through each of these exercises, we're going to feel that burn and we're going to build on it. Reach and down, pausing when that timer goes off. Take a quick deep breath in and a quick drink of water if you need it, and then preparing for the next exercise. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1, and quick break. This is big. All right, so believe it or not, we're not going straight into the opposite side. You're going to have both hands back on the mat. We're actually going to lift the knees up into a bear crawl, and you're going to tap the knees down and pull them back up into bear crawl. Tap down and back up. Keep it going. Breathing throughout, engaging the core, and of course, you're going to start to feel those leg muscles on this bear crawl hold. And again, that is our goal here. Not for that sort of powerful burst of cardio, but that slow and steady build. Knees tap down and lift. Remember to breathe through it. Anytime you feel that burn get overwhelming, you're going to take a deep breath in and you're just going to exhale it. 3, 2, and 1. Knees tap down. All right, now we're going to go back to that bird dog. This time, left arm, right leg, that full extension into the full tuck to the center. Reach and pull it in. Trying to keep the hips and shoulders facing forward. So as you draw the hands and foot away from your body, trying to keep everything from twisting or too many wobbles coming in to the exercise. Pull it in and reach. Make sure that you're keeping that back nice and straight and getting that leg up nice and high so that you feel the squeeze of the glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A quick relax down to your elbows on the mat. And we're going to go into a low plank, an elbow plank hold. So step those feet back. Find a straight line first, and then we're going to add in a dolphin. So go ahead and lift the hips up to the ceiling, push them up and back, and then forward into elbow plank again. Up and back, and forward into elbow plank. Slow and steady here. Breathing in as you lift the hips, and exhale as you come back into that elbow hold. Make sure you're hitting that nice straight line of the plank, feeling the core fully engage, and then push it back into dolphin. We have 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. A quick relax. Up onto the hands again. We're going to go into high plank mode here. So as you step your feet out back behind you, you're going to draw the right knee in. You're going to tap it down to the mat, lift, and step it out. Left leg in, tap down to the mat, lift, and step it out. Super subtle, but it is totally enough to get that core working in a totally different way. Boom. Tap that knee down, lift, and out. And we're going to play with this knee tap for a couple of exercises here. Boom, up. Woo. And step it back, draw the knee in, tap, and up. Sticking with it. Down, lift, 3, 2, and 1. All right, quickly, we're going to step up on to our feet. That right leg is going to come forward into a long lunge type position. You're going to reach, you're going to start by tapping that left knee down to the ground. Stand back up into the lunge, knee drive, and back. So that left knee taps down, up, knee drive, and reach. And this is all super slow movement, super purposeful to hit each marker of the exercise. Tap it down, lift, up. You're gonna feel that front leg burn. I told you, despite core and mobility being the title, we're getting that work in. We're gonna build that burn. Boom, down, and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, stand it up, shake that right leg out. We're not switching right to the left side. We're gonna go into a sumo stance and prisoner hold with the hands. So nice wide legs, fingertips behind the ears. You're gonna go down into that sumo. You're gonna twist to tap down with the right hand, back up to the center, and stand tall. This is just going to the right side right now. And up. So deep into that sumo, twist to the right hand, taps down, and you get a little stretch over on that left side. And stand up nice and tall. Down, tap, open, and up. Your legs are gonna feel it, your shoulders are gonna feel it, and you're gonna get a little bit of mobility through the upper body and hips. Breathe through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake everything out. We're gonna go back into lunges so that left leg comes forward. Step it back with the right leg. Start with the reach. You're gonna tap the right knee down, lift back into the deep lunge, knee drive, reach. Tap down, knee drive, reach. Slow and steady. That time under tension is going to increase the challenge on this one in a big way. Legs start to really truly feel it. Boom. Stick with it. Let that burn happen. Try to just stay in this moment. Feeling out that burn and pushing through it with all the strength that you have. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up and shaking it out. We're back into plie mode here. Hands behind the head. Reach down. This time you're going to tap down with the left hand and back up. So down into plie. Tap. And when you stand up, that's your break, right? And stand. Slow and steady. You should be breathing a little bit harder, which might surprise you, given that we have done no cardio or big weight lifts, but that body is still working hard. Make sure the knees are pressing out over the toes. Form the whole time. Stay connected to your body. We've got 10 seconds left to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We're going into down dog. So from the top of your mat, you're going to walk your hands forward a bit until you're in down dog. And then from this position, you're going to alternate driving a knee forward and bringing you into plank. And then step back into down dog. Alternating sides, so the left knee comes forward, draws you into plank, and right back out. Stepping it out. And then finding that down dog, giving the body a moment of peace and stretch. Drawing the knee forward and stepping it out. Make sure as you settle into down dog, you're letting that upper body truly get that stretch on. Working our way back down to the mat here. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, head all the way down to the mat, onto your stomach. Legs out back behind you. You're going to keep your arms bent to start. So we're going to lift up into a bent arm Superman. Then you're going to reach forward, bring the hands back to the center, and down. So the lift happens with the elbows out to the side. Then you reach back to the starting arm position and down to the mat. Breathing through it. Staying connected to the body, and again, really trying to connect to each point of the exercise. So on that reach, you're really straightening those arms, stretching away from the body, and then drawing it back in. On the lift, all of those muscles on the back side of the body squeeze to get you up off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, we worked a little bit of a pause here. You're going to lift up into Cobra. We're going to move between Cobra and Child's Pose. So I want you to think of the wave as you draw your hips back, followed by each vertebrae, sit it back into Child's Pose, and then bring it forward again. And so I say the wave because, again, I want you to exaggerate each of these movements. And at this point, your shoulders are tired. So getting that wave through the shoulders is going to feel amazing. Taking your time, stretching that body out. You still got some work to do. So this is a good time to grab some water if you need it. And take those deep breaths in, those rejuvenating breaths in as you have the moment for them. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, so over to the left side. We're going to be in a half kneeling side position here. Left hand on the mat, left knee on the mat. You're going to stretch the right arm away from you, crunch it into the center, stretch arm and leg away, and then you're going to do a right leg lift up towards the ceiling and down. So crunch, reach, leg lift. Crunch, reach, and leg lift. Again, slow and steady here is the goal. We could just be holding this half kneeling pose and still be getting work in. So make sure that your core is staying engaged. Your back is staying straight. And your breath work is staying steady. Reach, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips down to the mat. All you're going to do is shift it onto your sit bones. And we're going to go into a boat pose here. So, arms up at your side, heels just up. Go ahead and lean the torso back. And you're going to tap those heels down and up. Heels down and up. Slow and steady. Engage the core here. Keeping that spine nice and long. And your movements gentle. Steady through it. Start to feel those lower abs really get the workout in. 20 seconds to go. Fight through it. Believe in your strength. And this time. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it up. Nice. Okay, now we get to go over to the right side. So that right hand is down, that right knee is down, and you're going to stretch the left arm and leg away from each other. Crunch it in. reach, and leg lift. Crunch, reach, and lift. Breathing as you go through it. On the reach is your breath in. On the crunch, you exhale. Keeping that body moving as much as possible here. It's slow and steady. But we are looking for those glutes to get a bit of a workout here. Reach, back in. Woo, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips to the mat, back to your sit bones. You're going to go ahead and lean the torso all the way back onto bent arms. So supporting the torso, legs are straight, start up towards the ceiling, and you're going to drop those heels towards the mat and bring them right back up. Drop them down and right back up. Keeping the torso supported here so we can wake up the abs again and know that our form is on point. Again, paying attention to your breathing so you can keep those legs nice and straight. It doesn't feel important, but especially as they drop down towards the mat. The further your feet are from the body, the heavier they are going to be. The more work it's going to take to draw them back up to the ceiling. And we're not wasting time here. Get the most out of each rep. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick pause. We're going to keep the upper body in that supported hold. This time your legs are going to stay bent and you're going to draw them left through the center and over to the right. So 90-degree bend in the knees, dropping the knees towards the floor. You don't have to get them all the way down to the mat. Get to a point where you feel that stretch. You're going to feel sort of a sticking point. That's where you pause and draw back up to the center. Boom. And bring it in. Keeping the body gently moving here, really drawing those ab muscles into the workout at this point. Slow and steady, 10 seconds to go. The short breaks are going to make these ab workouts really, the ab exercises, really feel full force. 2 and 1. Whew. All right, go ahead and stretch it out. Let's focus on the obliques. We're going to do single-sided crunches here. So what I want you to do, right elbow to the left knee. You're going to start stretched out, fingertips behind the head. Crunch it in, meet the right elbow to the left knee, and then right back out. And we're just going to work on this side for now. If you can, as you stretch that left leg back out, you're going to keep the heel just up off the mat. Just a little added tension there. Breathe through it. And again, you really want to crunch into it because we're looking to hit those obliques. Ab muscles are already on fire, and we're just going to push them for a little bit longer here. Stick with it, bringing that knee as close up to meet the knee as possible. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, before we go over to that left side, we're going to move into some glute bridges. So hands at your sides, feet flat on the mat. You're going to lift the hips up. I want you to push the knees out into butterfly, together, and down. Giving the abs just a second here to stretch out and let go of that burn. So we'll hit the glutes just one more time. push, and then back to the mat. I want you putting tension into those glutes the whole time, nice straight back. So as you lower your hips down to the mat, your back is touching down as well. 20 seconds to go. Stick with it. We're going all the way through here, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew! All right, stretch those legs out again, fingertips behind your head. This time we are going left elbow to right knee. So you're going to crunch it up, meet in the middle, and then stretch it right back out. Breathing through it. And again, if you can, keeping that right heel just up off the mat. Stretch and draw it in. As we get closer to the finish line here, don't let your thoughts wander. Stay in this moment, stay in this workout. Feeling the strength in your body, even if that is coming in short breaths and those abs are on fire right now, you can do this. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it all the way up onto your sit bones. Legs stay out straight. We're going to start by taking a deep breath in, reach up for the ceiling, reach for the toes, and then you're going to sort of swim through this. So you're going to reach that right arm back along the body, swim it up and over as if you were doing the freestyle, and then the left side up and over back into that forward fold. Take it nice and slow. Each reach, reaching for more air away from the body. Up and through. One more scoop each side. And then both hands to the toes and sink into that stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit up nice and tall. Bring those heels together into butterfly. Hands on your toes. And even for this one, you're going to draw yourself forward gently and then sit it up nice and tall. So take a deep breath in, draw yourself forward. Exhale and sit up nice and tall. And again, taking it nice and slow, gentle with the body at this point. All right, and go ahead and lean it slightly forward and just gently push with your elbows into the legs to give a little bit more stretch through the hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the legs from butterfly, and we're going to go down onto the mat. Hands under the armpits. We're going to do a 3-point cobra. So here's what I mean by that. You're going to push up into a half cobra. So elbows are back, hands flat on the mat, back down to the mat. Now you're just going to push up on the right side. Boom. And down, back to the center. Push. And down and over to the left side. Gentle stretches here. And let's be real, a little bit of an arm workout. Letting the spine stretch, just a few more exercises and reps. Lift. Ten seconds to go. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And on this final push through the center, you're going to push your hips all the way back into child's pose. Walking those hands out and away from the body, stretching those triceps and shoulders. Taking some deep breaths in and releasing tension from your neck. Go ahead and scoop that right arm underneath the left side of the body and sink back into your stretch. Back to the center, reach the left arm under the body and sink into the stretch. Back to the center. One more deep breath in, long, slow exhale. Letting go of the work and gently sitting up, rolling those shoulders back, and just appreciating your body for everything that it just went through. Both dogs, if you can't see them, you can see part of one. We're just exhausted by that workout. Just took a lot out of them. Go ahead and release the body. Nice work.